sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle Burr. Today I am 36 weeks and 3 days. So today will be my 34 and 35 week pregnancy update, where I'm just gonna talk about symptoms, changes, plans for the future. I feel like we're finally getting to where it's getting really freaking excited. Like, we're getting towards the end and just exciting things, real exciting things are happening. So 34 weeks, I basically just put, by the way, this is gonna be probably a really fast, quick, short and sweet update because it was pretty uneventful weeks. Week 34 and 35, there wasn't much going on, but I do like to document everything for me to go back and watch for future pregnancies, and I know that these can be really helpful as well. So anyways, for my 34th week, it was a pretty uneventful week. I went to another high-risk appointment with my MFM doctor for my gestational diabetes. I'd only seen them once and everything looked normal and everything looked fine. So they wanted me to come back in 3 weeks and just keep monitoring my blood sugar at home, which has been fine, by the way. I'm so thankful for it. I'm extremely thankful that I haven't had to change my diet, haven't had to do any dietary changes, and my blood sugar has been perfect. It's stayed underneath 120. So I check my blood sugar 2 hours after every meal, and it needs to be under 120, and thank God it is. So that's really nice. So when I went to that appointment, they looked at the baby's normal size. I looked fine, and my sugars are normal too. So they were just kind of like, well, we kind of don't really need to see you back. But she said, maybe I'll see you at 38 weeks, which I went ahead and scheduled it. But if it's just gonna be the same thing, it's literally the same thing my OB-GYN is doing, and I don't really feel like it's necessary. So I might call and cancel that appointment. Oh, and at this appointment, Nash was in the 55th percentile. This is cool, listen. So Nash was in the 55th percentile. He was 5 pounds and 5 ounces at 34 weeks. All those fives, like literally the ultrasound tech was like, man, mama, you need to stop and get a lotto ticket on your way home. It was really cool. Moving on to my 35th week, I started to feel the weight gain a little bit more. I really wanted to make it a point to share my weight gain in these updates, but I kept forgetting. I mentioned it a few times on Instagram, and the thing about weight gain during pregnancy is everyone is literally so different. Like I've talked to people that gained 0 pounds in the first trimester and then packed it all on in the third, and that's not the case for me. And it kind of like scared me and freaked me out at first because I gained the majority of my weight in the first trimester because that's what my body needed at that time. So it's like really slowed down and tapered off since then. But before, when I saw all that weight gain in the first trimester, I was just like, is this the amount of weight that I'm gonna gain in every trimester? Because if that's the case, we're not on a good trend here. But it's just literally my biggest piece of advice to you with weight gain and pregnancy is as long as you are being active, not being a couch potato, and you are making good choices and you're not like overindulging or splurging. I mean, you know, you have the sense to know if you're eating food that's nourishing your body or if you're just living your best life. Like you know. There's enough information at our fingertips on our phones to find out if we don't know too. So I will say, as long as you're doing those things, your body is going to gain exactly what it needs to carry a healthy baby. So with that being said, I needed a little bit more in the first trimester. Before I got pregnant, we were doing IVF, and there was a lot of things that I cut out. I was very active in cycling. It's the most that I had been cycling until, of course, we got to a point in IVF where I had to stop. But honestly, I was in the best shape that I probably had ever been right before I got pregnant. Like, looking back at pictures and stuff, I definitely was in like the best shape ever. I was just eating like really good whole foods. I had eliminated so much. I was just, you know, on my A game with supplements, and my you know, like my detox stuff that I would have, like, cause that's what I was focusing on, is being my best self to get pregnant. So with that being said, in the first trimester, I ended up gaining 15 pounds in the first trimester. And if you like look anywhere online, that's a lot. And what's crazy is I wasn't really showing, and I wasn't really, I don't know, it's weird because y'all have seen that it took a while for me to get a bump, especially in the first trimester. I don't even think I had a bump, and it didn't pop up until the second trimester, but my body just needed it. I don't know where it went, but my body obviously needed to gain that weight somewhere. And it's funny because I gained the 15 pounds and I got to a point where I felt like it was like my ideal healthy weight, not like dieting hardcore, not exercising hardcore. It was like a very equalized feeling. So that happened in the first trimester, and I kind of freaked out, and I was like, okay, is this gonna happen in the second trimester and the third trimester? Because that's over the recommended amount of weight to gain. So I was just kind of like, whoa. And then I got to the second trimester, and the whole second trimester, I only gained 5 pounds, which was really weird to me because the weight gain like really came to a halt. Now that I'm in the third trimester, let's see, 9 pounds, 8 pounds. I'm trying to do the math in my head. Okay, I'm 36 weeks now. Yeah. In the third trimester so far, I've gained 8 pounds. And I'm 36 weeks. So that puts me at a total, if I'm doing it right or thinking right, of 27 pounds gained so far at 36 weeks. So I would anticipate that whenever I deliver, I'll probably have gained 30 pounds in my pregnancy. The only reason that I know this, like I wouldn't weigh myself on a regular basis because I'm active around the house all day. I eat very well. It's just, I'm a very intuitive person. I don't have to follow a plan. I don't have to diet. I don't have to like, I'm just an intuitive eater. I know it like works for my body. I eat the same stuff over and over and over again, and I'm happy with that. And the only reason that I know about my weight is because at my specific OB-GYN office, whenever you first get there, you do a urine sample and then you weigh yourself and you tell your nurse what your weight is. And I'm sure that's a way for them to have their patients like stay accountable and pay attention to their weight, because if somebody else was just weighing you, didn't say anything, was just like, oh, okay, and wrote it on a chart, you're not really like as mindful. But whenever you're weighing yourself and you're in charge of like saying that weight out loud to your nurse, it's gonna hold you accountable. So I think that's just a good way for them to have people actually pay attention, because you're at least weighing yourself once a month. And had my OB-GYN office not had me do that, I wouldn't be weighing myself at home. I don't weigh myself too often unless I have like goals to meet, like with cycle or whatever I'm doing at the time. After baby, I probably will be weighing myself a lot more. You're not really gonna get accurate information if you're weighing yourself like once a week. I would say after baby, whenever I dive back into like fitness and really just cycle, I've been eating the same way, so whenever I can go back to cycle and attempt to like lose the baby weight, I'll probably weigh myself every 2 to 3 weeks, which is a hell of a lot more than now. I like don't weigh myself. So anyways, I wanted to keep track of updating y'all with my weight gain, and because I get that question all the time and I'm always like, crap, I want to share, but I always forget because there's always like a ton of other symptoms and things going on. Anyways, the reason that I went on that tangent is because at 35 weeks I started to feel the 27 pounds more. I was starting to feel like less toned. So I don't feel like I'm carrying extra fat necessarily, but I feel less strong. So I know that that's gonna be like a goal of mine. I've already like have it in my head that post baby, I actually want to like lift weights and do like heavy climbs at cycle and not just super mega cardio to lose weight. Like I already feel like I'm just weaker, like my muscles, but muscle memory is a great thing. And I know that I'll be able to build that back up in no time. It's just, right now I can feel that I'm just not as strong. There's like a few times where I notice like the little double chin, you know, or like my inner thighs are like rubbing, and that's not a good feeling. But you know, just, it comes with the final weeks of pregnancy, like my inner thighs rubbing, starting to get the waddle. I'm just being real with y'all. That's the situation there. RIP to the thigh gap. I don't think I'll ever have a thigh gap again, but that's okay. I'll have a mom bod and I'll have a baby. So yeah, I just feel a little squishier, a little less toned, because I haven't been working out. I mean, what do you expect? I've not been going to cycle. I'm pretty sure I updated y'all on the week that I officially stopped doing cycle. And I cannot wait to go back. Like I enjoy cycle so much. I literally am so addicted to it, and I cannot wait to go back. Like even last night I was asking Matt like, hey, what's our schedule gonna be like whenever I get cleared for exercise, because I want to go back to cycle. And also at 35 weeks, Nash got hiccups for the first time, which was so cute. So I felt him like, it was like a jump, 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 jump. And I think for the first time, whenever you first feel your baby have hiccups, you think it's a kick, but then it's like so rhythmic and it's over and over and over. You're like, okay, my baby doesn't have rhythms and can play the drums right now. So I knew it was hiccups because it was repetitive rhythmic movements. And the reason that babies get hiccups is because, and I think it's about the time, like if you look online, 34, 35 weeks, where they're practicing breathing in the womb and taking deep breaths. They're swallowing the amniotic fluid and all of that, the air and the fluid and everything in there, because they're acting like full-blown babies in there now, will cause hiccups. So we got hiccups for the first time, and it was so adorable and so cute, but at the same time you kind of like feel bad for them because hiccups are not fun. Nobody likes hiccups. So I just will kind of like lay down and relax and drink a lot of water and just let them pass. So I've already started documenting my 36 weeks in my phone, which obviously this is not my 36 week update. Y'all have to wait for that, but big things are happening already. Today I went to my 36 week appointment. I'm a few days past 36 weeks, and I saw things on the ultrasound that I haven't seen them do before. I had my first cervical check where they check for dilation, and that is gonna be in an upcoming vlog, so I'm not gonna spoil that for you because it's part of my 36 week update, so it needs to wait, but make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss that vlog. I'm gonna be doing kind of like baby watch vlogs now. Like after, I usually vlog on appointment days anyways, but now we're getting to where like things are getting real, and my OB-GYN went over like what to look for at home, like signs that I need to go to labor and delivery, and we just had those kind of conversations, and we hadn't had those conversations before. So I will wait and update you all. It should be a vlog posted soon. Let's go ahead and take a look at this baby bump. Oh, I look real cute in this belly shot with my sweatpants. Okay. This is the 36 week bump shot. Week bump. Oh my goodness, I love this bump so much. Okay guys, that is it for this pregnancy update. Give this video a like if you liked it. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Fun things are about to start happening and I don't want you to miss them. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better.